Panels and menus. What about panels and menus? Panels and menus enter values in panels and dialog boxes and the option bar. Do any of the following. Type a value in the text box and press enter if you use Windows or return if you use macOS. Then drag the slider and move the pointer over the title of a slider or pop-up slider. And when the pointer turns to a hand icon, drag the scrappy slider to the left or right. And this feature is available only for selected sliders and pop-up sliders. And then drag the dial and click the arrow button in the panel to increase or decrease the value. And if you use Windows, click the text box and then use the up arrow key and the down arrow key on the keyboard to increase or decrease the value. And then select a value from the menu associated with the text box. Like this screenshot now. And if you how to work with sliders, if you'd like to work with sliders, what should you do? About pop-up sliders, what about pop-up sliders? Some panels, by the way, dialog boxes and options bars contain settings that use pop-up sliders. And for example, the opacity option in the layers panel, if there is a triangle next to the text box, you can active the pop-up slider by clicking the triangle, position to the pointer over the triangle text to the setting, and hold down the mouse button and drag the slider or angle radius to the desired value. And then click outside the slider box or press enter to close the slider box. And to cancel changes, press the escape key. And to increase or decrease values in 10% increments. When the pop-up slider box is open, hold down shift and press the up arrow or down arrow key, like this screenshot, using different kinds of pop-up sliders. A is meaning click to open the pop-up slider box, and B is meaning drag slider or angle radius. And you can also you can also scrub some pop-up sliders. For example, if you hold the pointer over the word fill or opacity in the layers panel, the pointer changes to the hand icon, and then you can remove the pointer left or right to change the fill or opacity percentage. And about scrappy sliders. In some panels, dialog boxes and options bars, you can drag scrappy sliders to change option values, and scrappy sliders are hidden until you position the pointer over the title of sliders and pop-up sliders. And when the pointer changes to a hand icon, you drag to the left or right, and holding down the shift key while dragging accelerates the scrapping by a factor of 10, like this screenshot now. Hovering over the title of a slider or pop-up slider shows the scrappy slider. How to work with pop-up panels. How to work with pop-up map panels. By the way, pop-up panels provide easy access to available options for brushes and switches and gradients and styles and patterns and contours and shapes. And you can customize pop-up panels by renaming and deleting items, and by loading and saving and replacing libraries. And you can also change the display of a pop-up panel to view items by their names and as thumbnail icons, or with both names and icons. And click a tool thumbnail in the options bar to show a pop-up panel. Then click an item in the pop-up panel to select it, like this screenshot now. We have viewing the brush pop-up panel in the option bar. A is meaning click to show pop-up panel, and B is meaning click to view the pop-up panel menu. And how to How to rename or delete an item in a pop-up panel. How to rename or delete an item in a pop-up panel. Select an item, then click the triangle in the pop-up right corner of the pop-up panel and choose one of the following. Rename tool preset lets you enter a new name for the item, and delete tool preset will delete an item in the pop-up panel. And be careful here now. You can also delete an item in a pop-up panel by holding down and Alt Windows or Option Mac OS and clicking the item. And how to customize the list of items in a pop-up panel. How to customize the list of items in a pop-up panel. We have many steps. Step number 1. Click the triangle in the upper right corner of the pop-up panel to view the panel menu. Step number 2. To return the default library, choose the Rest tool presets command, and you can either replace the current list or add the default library to the current list. Step number 3. To load a different library, do one of the following. Choose the Load tool presets command to add a library to the current list. Then select the library file you want to use and select Load. Then choose the Replace tool presets command to replace the current list with a different library. Then select the library file you want to use and click Load. Then choose a library file displayed at the bottom of the panel menu. Then click OK to replace the current list, or click Append to add it to the current list. Step number 4. To save the current list as a library for later use, choose the Save tool presets command, then enter a name for the library file and click Save. And if you use Mac operating system, include the extension of the library file name so that you can easily share the libraries across the operating system, and select Append file extension always in the file handling preferences to append extensions to file names. And how to change the display of items in a pop-up panel. How to change a display of items in a pop-up panel. We have 2 steps. Number 1. Click the triangle in the upper right corner of the pop-up panel to view the pop-up menu. Panel menu. Step number 2. Select the view option. Text only, small list and large list. And how to display and define menus. If you would like to display and define menus, display context menus. How to display context menus? Context menus, by the way, displays commands relevant to the active tool and selection or panel, and they are distanced from the menus across the top of the workspace, like this screenshot now. And viewing the context menu for the eyedropper tool, we have 2 options again. Number 1, position the pointer over an image or panel item. Step number 2, right click on if you use Windows, or control click if you use Mac operating system. Define a set of menus. Number 1, do one of the following. Choose edit, then press menu, or choose Windows and select workspace and keyboard shortcuts and menus and click the menus tab. And step number 2, in the keyboard shortcuts and menus dialog box, choose a set of menus from the set drop down menu for information on creating a new set and see customize keyboard shortcuts. Step number 3, choose a type from the menu for menu, and applications menu lets you show, hide or add color to items in the application menus. And what about panel menus? It lets you show, hide or add color to items in the panel menus. Step number 4, click the triangle next to a menu or panel name, and step number 5, do one of the following. To hide a menu item, click the visibility button, and to show a menu item, click the empty visibility button, and to add color to a menu item, click the color swatch and if no color is assigned, it will say none and choose a color. Step number 6. When you finish changing the menus, do one of the following again. To save all changes to the current set of menus, click the Save Set button, and then changes to a custom set are saved. And if you are saving changes to the Photoshop default set, the Save dialog box opens, by the way, and enter a name for the new set and then click Save. To create a new set based on the current set of menus, click the Save Set as a button. Note and be careful, if you haven't saved the current set of changes, you can click Cancel to discard all changes and close the dialog box. Step number 7. In the Save dialog box, enter a name for the set and click Save, like a screenshot now. Panel menu comment, and you can choose panel options, and you will appear for you red and color and all colors here now. And you can choosing a color for a menu item using the keyboard shortcuts and menu dialog box. And how to delete a set of menus. If you'd like to delete a set of menus, how to delete a set of menus now, here now. Do one the following. Choose Edit, then Menus, and choose Window, Workspace, Keyboard Shortcuts, and Menus, and click the Menu tab. Step number 2. In the Keyboard Shortcuts and Menus dialog box, choose a set of menus from the Set menu. Step number 3. Click the Delete Set icon, and temporarily show hidden menu items. It's possible, by the way, it's possible to temporarily show items that you have hidden in a menu, and after the menu closes, the items return to their hidden state. And you should do one of the following. From a menu with a hidden items, choose Show All Menu Items, and then press Ctrl click if you use Windows, and or Command click if you use Mac operating system, a menu with hidden items. To permanently reveal all menu items, choose Window, then Workspace, then Essential. How to turn menu colors on or off. How to turn on or turn off menu colors. In interface preferences, by the way, select or deselect show menu colors.